Well, hello and welcome back to BOOMXBEAUTYBEAT. Laura here. We are continuing with the Dating Detective series as we dive into my personal dating chronicles, and I'm going to take you through 7 different dates slash mini relationships, or maybe it's going to be the one. And so what I'm going to do is walk you through each person, and then I'll let you know at the end who I chose. And we're going to go through the pros and the cons of each person and dating scenario, as well as where I met them, and I hope in most cases one of the things I wore, and so that we can kind of like walk through this whole experience. Once we're done these 7 dates, I'm going to take you to the final 7, because this is the Ultimate Transformation Plan 777. So the first 7 videos are already up on so many different topics regarding secrets to dating, and now we're going on to the actual dates, and then we'll be finishing the 21 series with the 7 R's to anything from how to reel them in to how to release them. But there's 7 R's that I'll take you through, and that will help you through your entire dating experience, so that I can help you find true love and have them vibrate spiritually on every level with you. And that's what we're after. We're after that person that matches us and that we are meant for. So let's begin with date number 1, the millionaire shy tech guy. And I'm gonna give these people labels because I don't want to disrespect them with names or anything like that. So we'll call him shy tech guy. And let's get into the date and the pros and cons of him. All right, so here we go. The first millionaire that I'm going to tell you about, I attracted at meetup.com group. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's a great way to meet people and circulate, and in a lot of cases date. And there's a lot of different kinds of groups. If you a bird watcher, if you are new to town, if you want to practice your Spanish, if you are just in a singles group, whatever kind of meetup group there is. And if you don't see any you like, you can start your own. And I've had meetup groups before. It's been a really interesting experience. So this is what happened with shy tech guy. In one of the meetup groups that I was starting to go to, I was in a long 14-year relationship that was with a covert narcissist, and was not the greatest of experience. Of course, there's always good memories, beautiful memories that happen in every relationship. But I'm a Scorpio. I like to be loyal. Banged my head against the wall one too many times, and it ended quite terribly, like kind of traumatically. And so going back into the dating world, this was really 14 years, you guys. That's a long time. And it was just at the beginning of, or at the tail end of COVID. And meetup groups were still kind of like, everyone was still kind of nervous going into them. And you get that kind of smile connection from across a room or whatever, and I saw real warmth in his eyes. And it just so happened that we kept upon some of the same meeting groups or meetup groups, and he's a shy guy, but here's how it got initiated. So of course, when you meet, sometimes you can, like at meetup groups, meet somebody, but you're not actually engaging with them. They're just kind of watching you, you're watching them, and you're not engaging. But this one particular meetup group, of course, I'm always a flibberty-gibbet. And in this particular case, I guess it was to my benefit, because I had, you have to put stickers on with your name on it, and I had the sticker on my back by accident. I don't know how it got there, don't ask. And so this particular shy tech guy, millionaire, saw the sticker on my back and came to, rescue me, because in all fairness, like this was always somebody I could see was just a nice person, and I had not had a lot of nice, but we kind of started chatting and engaging and, you know, finding some commonalities and started to make each other laugh, and it was relaxed, and it started out with a very much like a friendship vibe. So one thing I noticed along with, you know, we've met up several times, and one thing I noticed, super sweet human being, and I did feel a certain vibrational connection because he was very much above gossip, didn't like it, didn't like drama, didn't like any of that kind of thing, and I definitely resonated with that, and also had an artsy, sensitive side because he was a musician as well on the side. So along with being a techie guy, he was also you know, kind of artistic, sweet musician. So the cons, we're going to get into the cons. And so the pros are sweet, above gossip, artsy, sensitive musician side. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do equal with the cons. Okay, so the cons with this particular millionaire shy tech guy. One thing to keep in mind with techie people is a lot of times they're quite engulfed in their work, and it is something that takes a lot of extreme amounts of focus. And so with this particular shy tech guy, he was a workaholic for sure, and would hide out and worked from home, but you know, definitely was engulfed, and was very difficult to kind of like have a regular dating experience because the time was really short. So we're gonna give that one a con, because when you're going into relationship, you want to make sure that there is time for each other. So I could recognize right away that we're dealing with a workaholic. So that was one con, and we're gonna go to the next one. What surprised me so much about Shy Tech Guy is, you know, just really not confident. Felt a self-image that was, lack of a better word, like call him his own self names and things like that. And for a person to meet at your vibration, they have to have a good sense of self and a good self-worth, and if that's not there, we have to give that a con, because any sense of lack or any sense of, you know, heavy amounts of insecurity, that is going to be a hard, like that's something that I can't fix in somebody. They have to fix it within themselves. And when they're grown adult and they know that they're not confident, that is number one, that you have to kind of like work on that part of yourself. So we're going to give you know, a strike on the no confidence. Sorry, Shy Tech Guy. All right, along with the non-confidence, the third con is going to be a lack of confidence in the intimacy department. Whatever that looks like, whether it's grabbing your girl and kissing her, doing a session, whatever. In terms of that, there was such a disconnect because of a rejection from an ex-wife partner who kind of negated the needs of that person or didn't really engage in that. And so being a faithful, sweet person that he was, he really just had no or little experience, and because of his low self-worth, didn't have the courage to try to push on that. And as a grown-ass 50-something-year-old, I, you know, can help to a certain degree, but I can't give another human being the confidence that you have to build like in your late teens and early 20s and stuff like that to kind of get your game on, because without your game, you know, girls, I'm old-fashioned. I want the guy to take the lead. So in that department, we have to give him a but so as a recap, this particular experience was a multi-date experience, friendship first, met at meetup.com, and like not one bit of anger, hostility, you know, none of that. It was very sweet and soft and whatever. I'm not going to let you know if I chose Shy tech guide in the end, because I'm going to be giving pros and cons to each and every one of these dates. But keep these things in mind when you're doing your search, because you have to look at, however harsh it sounds, the pros and the cons, and where you're connecting and why you're connecting. And if the things that are positive are outweighing the things that are not aligned, and if they can be worked on in order to make the positive side heftier and worthwhile pushing that relationship forward. So whether I chose him or not, we will let you know at the end of this particular series. So keep watching, because tomorrow's going to be another millionaire, and we'll give him a whole different set of pros and cons. And I hope you guys are gonna have fun with this. All right, bye for now.